Well, the homeless living at Camp Resolution in Sacramento are being told to leave. Take a look. City officials plan to close the self-governing camp. The variance to use the Colfax Street site as a safe parking site is set to expire on June 1st. A letter sent by the city to the Safe Ground Sacramento Executive Director Mark Merin asked that personal property and occupants be removed by May 16th. So, what happens next? Well, the California Homeless Union is trying to help. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live outside the site in North Sacramento. Roxanne, what are you hearing from the people impacted by this?
Well, Chris, the people who live here tell us this is their home, and there is a sense of chaos now, not knowing what's going to happen to the people who live here, if they're going to be kicked off the property. And they say what's worse is if they get put back on the streets where they say is unsafe. At Camp Resolution on Colfax Street near Arden Way, residents are already scrambling to pack up their items as Sacramento City officials plan to shut it down.
That's a nightmare. That's very scary. So I'm really stressed out right now, worried. So I'm like, I don't know what I'd do.
Danielle Wild, who didn't want to show her face, has lived here for 2 years. She's trying to get back on her feet, but feels she's back to square one if she has to pick up and leave. In a letter from the city to Safe Ground Sacramento, it asks that personal property and people be moved by May 16th.
They claim that there's some kind of hazardous outgassing of substances resulting from previous use of the property, and that it's dangerous for people to live there, but it's more dangerous for them to be living on the streets, frankly.
Mark Merin says the nonprofit is working with the Sacramento Homeless Union to fight the closure of the self-governing camp. He says it's either going to be a court battle, a political battle, or just a plain battle moving forward. But it all depends on what the people living on the lot want to do.
I think what may happen, really, if the Sacramento Homeless Union wants to do it, is that they'll fight to continue the lease, or they'll fight to get the benefits under the lease, which is essentially housing. They want housing, as does everybody.
One advocate even suggests moving the camp to a different location.
If this place isn't working for them, find another place. We have the Arc Arena, we have Cal Expo, it's empty.
But according to the Sacramento Homeless Union, the city has not provided any alternative to where they'll go. Camp Resolution is primarily populated with people with disabilities, older people, and women. Closing the site is a step in the wrong direction for people like Wild, who fear she'll have to live in an unsafe place.
People get killed, their stuff took, vandalized, like, man, burned down. It's just terrible. All kinds of stuff happen to women out here.
The Sacramento Homeless Union also says it's looking into whether the city is constituting a state-created danger, which they say they're creating danger if these people are kicked off this property and then have to go out and live on the streets. Chris, Laura.
And keep in mind, this is a developing story. Stay with us for updates on air and online at abc10.com. Roxanne, thank you.